Alright guys, if you take a look up here on the ceiling, here's another vein of coal. You guys might have to step on it. Up here's the top rock, down here's the bottom rock. Between the two layers of rock lies a vein of coal. And that vein of coal will follow a steep angle like that for 400 feet all the way up to the top of the mountain. When it comes out on top of the mountain, it comes out as a black sandy dirt they call outcropping. Well, years ago when the Native Americans were roaming these mountains, they saw the black dirt, but they never really knew what it was. One night, a guy by the name of Nico Allen built his campfire on top of this black dirt and caught the coal on fire. So he got credit for discovering anthracite coal in this area. Now, to get all the coal out of here, they use these old hand drills like this one here. They would drill a series of holes into the face of the vein of coal, pack all those holes full of dynamite, light their fuses, and run. From the point they lit the first fuse, they only had 3 minutes to light all the rest of the fuses and get out of the way. Now, despite how dangerous that sounds, excuse me, there's never any fatalities down here. The only deaths that were related with this mine were from black lung disease, or miner's asthma. The miner's lungs filled up with all the coal dirt. Now, do you guys have any questions so far?
Is that a seam they're working up there?
That would be what they had to work on, yeah. If you guys come down, you can take a look up. We had to replace the light bulb up there, but I don't really feel like it. Get really dirty. What's that?
You got atmosphere?
Yeah. That's pretty cool. It's like a benefit for the job. Alright guys, now where we're standing here now, this is called a gangway. Underneath the stones beneath your feet, there are rails. They back empty coal cars into those rails, they load the coal out using gravity. Now the coal runs up on steep angles. And even today they have to mine it by hand because there's no machines that can mine at such steep angles. Now this ladder here is called a manway. That's your way to work in the morning.
So this isn't the chute that it's coming down, is it?
The ladder would be there, the chute would be like next to it.
Okay.
And we have a peg in here, but the chute would be... I'll show you the diagram. Okay. Get that idea. That'd be where the coal would come out. Alright guys, now the vein of coal came all the way through here. Up here was the top rock, down here was the bottom rock. It ran all the way through there and stopped at that rock wall back there. So the miners stopped mining because they thought they ran out of coal. Now today we know that rock wall only goes about 100 feet. Excuse me. And the vein of coal opens up to a 7-foot thickness again. It would have been profitable back then for them to dig through all that rock to get to the vein of coal. However, those miners had no idea that the coal was there. Now all the water that's dripping down, that's just surface water. As it comes down through the mountain, it picks up all the impurities along with it. That's why you notice this orange stream over here to your right. That's called sulfur iron oxide, or sulfur water. That pollutes a lot of our creeks and streams in the area also. Do you guys have any questions?
What are all these blocks of wood with?
They're called roof bolts. That's a 4-foot long bolt that you drill into the roof here. And as you tighten this end, the other end expands and kind of holds the 4 feet of rock together. And it supports, because there's different layers of rock. So each layer supports the other one. Yep. We'll take a walk back out towards the main moment. We're gonna take a look at this. Nobody's gonna turn and look at it. Some people stand directly in front of it, and they turn and look at them, they freak out. You got everybody there?
Oh, super.
Here's a diagram of the mountain we came in on. You can see we came level through the mountain, and we cut through all the veins of coal along the way. These are the steep angles the veins of coal run on. This is an example of strip mining from the top of the mountain. You can also see the veins of coal run down beneath their feet. They didn't just leave that coal down there. There's two levels of mine below us. A level 300 feet below us, and a level 600 feet below us. And they're the same as this level here. There's about 9 miles worth of tunnels in this mountain. Now if you guys look over here, I don't know if you want to shift down a little bit. This is a gangway like the one we're just standing on. Every 60 feet they build up one of those ladders like I showed you. That's because they wanted to mine 30 feet of coal, leave 30 feet of coal. Mine 30 feet, leave 30 feet. These 30-foot sections of coal they left behind are called pillars. They help hold the mountain up above your head. Now each morning you and your partner climb up this ladder here. You pass all kind of timbers and supplies up with you. You bring enough wood to build your ladder and your box up, 6 foot a day. You drill 6 holes into the face of the vein of coal, pack all those holes full of dynamite, light your fuses, run back down this ladder here, and jump over into here. It's called the heading. The coal blasts loose and fills up that box you just made. Now you leave that coal in there at the end of the day. You essentially have to stand on the next day for work. You continue this process, mining 6 feet a day for 400 feet till you reach the top of the mountain. Now those guys actually mined their way right outside. Once they did that, they emptied all the coal out of here and they put a big mine fan on the top of the mountain for ventilation. That's why there's a breeze through here now. Now, once you mine out all your 30-foot sections, and empty all the coal out, the last stage of mining is the most dangerous. It's called robbing the pillars. You go back to this farthest pillar you left for support, you drill long holes into it and blast it loose. Once you blast that pillar out of there, there's nothing else holding the top of the mountain up. So you got to get all that coal out of there before the mountain comes down. And hopefully you're not underneath it when it does. It's about 50 degrees in here today. It stays around 50 all year round. This here's a mine safety lantern. Every morning when the mine foreman comes in to inspect the mine, he'll take his lantern and raise it up towards the ceiling and check his flame. If his flame were to get very large, he knows there's methane gas in the air. He'd also take the lantern and put it down towards the floor. If his flame were to go out, he knows there's black damp, which is air without oxygen. Now before the miners had these, they used canaries like that one up in the cage. That's because canaries need more oxygen to breathe than we do, so if there was gas in the air, the canaries start panicking, and the miners knew there was a problem. Now, do you guys have any questions? You have to bear with me, I kind of have a cold. Done a good job for sore throat.